What is communication?
I don't know.
My sister's sweet response to the question, what is communication, reflects more than just childhood innocence. It is pervasive. Scholars have long journeyed to answer this question, and after having studied the topic for almost 6 years now, I thought I had a pretty good answer to it. I was sort of right, but really looking back to a few months ago, pre-COMM 610, I lacked the depth of understanding that I do now. Reflecting back on the semester, there were a few key concepts that resonated strongly with my experience and illuminated a sight for growth as an interpersonal communicator. For one, I deeply resonated with Floyd and Dice's 2012 discussion of the importance of affectionate communication for mental health. As a notorious proponent of constant, explicit displays of affection, I can attest to the power of care and admiration communicated. Before reading this piece, I had an inkling about the good that affection produced. However, now I have the research to back up my barnacle-like tendencies. All jokes aside, this research validated the importance of sharing words and gestures of love. After all, affection is cited as being crucial to happiness. Discussions with a room filled with 20 or so bright young scholars, yes, I'm talking about you all, was a joy in itself, but there was one conversation that really induced a shift in me. Marivell's 2012 piece on being a virtuous communicator put my role as a scholar of communication into context. The words we choose matter, Marivell notes, and our discussion about how we could all strive to be more gentle, generous, courageous, just, and compassionate communicators set into motion my path to adopting as many of these features as I could. After all, as students of communication, we should attempt to model what it is we believe to be good communication. I have grown as I am now confident in what I can do to help in the spread of positive and effective communication. Now, it's one thing to discuss my own resonance and growth, but quite another to consider how what I've gained from this class can be applied outside of academia to make a difference in the world. For me, it is quite simple. It is my duty to exercise the aspects of effective interpersonal communication in my daily life. One avenue for this practice is in my role as a future educator. Over the course of teaching at CSULB, I've learned just how important it is to form bonds with students that go beyond surface level. As Goodboy and Kashi 2017 emphasize, there are two people involved in communication processes that shape student learning experiences and academic outcomes. I have witnessed just how important it is to treat my students as human beings, deserving of respectful and fruitful communicative encounters rather than just bodies filling a room. I feel that by being mindful of my interpersonal communication, I can make a difference in the lives of students as they simultaneously make a difference in mine. As a result of everything I've gained this semester, every time I hear the naysayer question, what the heck is learning about communication good for anyway? I smile and think to myself, it's good for becoming better people. These ideas and others we've learned this semester matter because interpersonal communication is the essence of how we relate to those around us. It's the process of making and sharing meaning, of how we make sense of our realities. It matters because by growing as interpersonal communicators, we have the tools to enhance relationships between human beings. So to try and answer the question I posed to my sister, what is communication? I think it's a means to make the world a cooler place.